you're live. Hi, guys. Happy Monday. If this is your first day for the week of working, I know some people doesn't like Monday. It's not like you don't like Monday. You just don't like waking up for your job. You don't like the job. It's not Monday's fault that it's Monday. Anyway, so it's lovely, 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 lovely to have you here on Monday for our Money Monday Guidelines episode 3. Today we'll be tackling contingency fund. Contingency is a word kind of referred to an event that is possible to happen, but we're not really sure if it will happen or when will it happen, right? Like losing a job. That event can be considered under the contingency because you know it can possibly happen, but it's not with certainty that it will happen, but it can possibly happen. So you need to prepare for it. That's why there's contingency fund. So what is contingency fund? Contingency fund is 3 to 6 months worth of your monthly income. So, say for example, you earn $4,000 a month. That is 4 times 3 is 12,000, right? 4 12, or 4 times 6 is $24,000 set aside. But you will be like, Hannah, that's not big. That's huge and massive to save. Just to put in the bank and just let it sit there and just not allow it to earn any interest or grow anywhere in an investment or wherever. Do you really need to set that aside that much? And that's question number one. Question number two is, how am I ever going to get to that? Question number one is, yes, we need to really set aside that much because, say, for example, you lost a job because there's this unexpected recession or virus. People lost job, and it's not an easy thing. A lot of them lost their jobs for over 3 months. If you have your contingency fund good for 3 to 6 months, you will have enough and maybe a little bit more to support you. And that, I think, is really, and not that I think, I know is really a necessity for you to have that amount of money to support you during that time. Otherwise, you will use your credit card that will charge you with whatever you borrowed multiplied to the interest rate, 100%, and then the interest rate, and then you need to repay that back with that interest rate, generally 20% annually. So that's going to be a lot of money that you owe principal, and that's a huge interest on top of it. You don't need to bury yourself on that credit, on that uh, expenses using your credit card if you have your contingency fund. So that's why it's really, really important. Number two, how are you gonna save up, let's say, $12,000? You do it at $1 at a time, right? You're not well, if you can set aside 12,000 right now, $12,000 right now, by all means you can do it. But if not, because of course you are an adult, that's why you're thinking of contingency fund. You're an adult, you have your bills. Because you're an adult, you are going to set aside your money, you are going to budget it, and if you cannot instantly get a chunk of money, $12,000 on the side, pay yourself or pay that account of contingency $1 a day or $25 a month or $20 or $10 every paycheck because you get paid twice a month or once every 2 weeks in Canada generally. So I think it's the same in most of the places or countries. You get paid twice a month. So every pay deduct a certain percentage of that automatically deducted going to a savings account that will be your contingency fund. But Anna, I know the goal is 24,000, but what if I have only $200 and then there was an emergency or there's an event that requires me to use that money? Can I use it? And if I use it, I'm going to be zero balance again. Yes, you can use it. It's the purpose why we have it, even if it's $200. $200 saved for the emergency is better than zero saved and using your credit card and taking years to pay for that $200. Does it make sense? So, yes, you can start saving up for your contingency fund $1 at a time. You don't need to save that $24,000 right away. And if you really, 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 really don't want, if you don't want to save or keep that $24,000 just sitting in your bank account, not earning a lot of money or not earning a little interest, you can still put it in your you can contact your banks. Maybe they will have some promotion that you'll be putting that there for um they'll be putting that money. Maybe they can give you some deal that is still conservative, because you don't want to put your emergency fund in a mutual fund that, say for example, will grow, yes, but if there comes an emergency and the market is down, like most of investment will be down too. So your emergency fund, instead of it having, let's say, $10,000, it's just 7,000. You lost money during the time you really need it. So your emergency fund should be in a place where it is secured. It's not in a risky savings account. By risky, I meant it's going up and down, like investments. Okay, it has to be fixed and safely, so you can access it anytime. Because if it's really an emergency, you want to get it right away, right? And then when I looked it up, it's just 23% of Americans, this is Americans, uh, have savings for around 6 months. And then 23%, I mean, and then the 26% doesn't have any at all, like zero. If something happens, it's going to be the credit card paying that. It's easier said than done, but when you use your credit card, you pay a lot more because of the interest rate, and that will not help you financially. Financially. So if you can start saving just maybe $1 a day, um, if your money is not enough with your bills that you need to use your credit card, you can do two things: cut your budget, get a paring knife and cut your budget, have really choose how much money are you gonna allot for this one and really stick with it. If you are gonna overspend on that, let's say buying clothes allowance or buying clothes um, amount of money, overspend on that, maybe you can cut on your eating out funds, so you can replenish it and not really change the whole budget, but you're still working within what you have. If that works, then that means you're earning enough and more. That's gorgeous. If not, you need to find another source of income, maybe an online business, right? Or maybe another job that can support your needs and a little bit more for you to be able to save and have your contingency fund going, whether it's like $1 a day, $25 a month, $10, $20 every paycheck. So that's a long one, because there's a lot to share on our contingency fund. Again, that's 3 to 6 months of your salary that will hopefully cover your needs if a not so amazing event happens, like losing your job, or there's no enough income coming in because someone gets sick, or you need to stay at home for some reasons, or there's a hospital bill, or someone in your family really needed help, or a lot more. The car broke down. There are a lot of things that you can possibly use it for. There's a lot of unexpected things in life. So having an emergency fund is necessary. I'll be talking more about the other funds. There are three major funds, baskets, or savings account that we need to have. But today we'll be doing contingency fund, and I hope we all learned something today that it's amazing, it's lovely, it's necessary to have your contingency fund up and running. $1 a day is better than nothing at all. So start the least amount you can, and you'll be proud of yourself. You will be proud of yourself at the end of it. If you're running out, if you don't have enough, start an online business, start a business, get a job, get another source of income. All right, all right. I hope this is helpful. May Almighty Father Yahweh bless you and guide you in all ways, always. Bye, guys. Thank you. Happy Monday.